Top of the morning. What day is this? You know what they said? It's May the 4th be with you. Yes, it's May 4th today, 2023. And it's a little gloomy. It's supposed to rain in San Diego today. May gray, all of that crap. But yeah, it's a good day. Every day above this side of the dirt is good. So what do? We thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up. If you're just following me, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking Cancer, my journey, my way. And I'm working on some good stuff for you guys here in the near future with some guest appearances for some people. And hopefully we could keep that going with your submissions in regards to you and your story. And but we'd love to hear it. Love for you to be able to vent and do your thing. If you are trying to submit a request to talk about your journey, whether you're going through cancer, whether you're a survivor of cancer, whether you are a family member dealing with a loved one and the things that you're going through and you need to vent, I'm your guy. Submit your request. Cancer, my journey, my way @gmail.com. That submission email is cancer, my journey, my way @gmail.com. And so if you're tuning in, you already know. I'm not sure what platform you're using, but I want to thank those platforms for allowing me to air my podcast. That's, of course, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, I believe Stitch, a couple other ones. Couple other platforms, and I'll soon be doing some stuff on YouTube as well. Just trying to work a couple things out in regards to that, making sure that everything is right for you when I present it. But I want to thank those platforms for allowing me to speak my piece and my journey, and soon your piece. So that's awesome. So today, today happens to, they're throwing a little wrench in today, and it happens to start with the weather. Not knowing that this is what the weather looked like when I stepped out the door. I knew it was supposed to be a little cloudy, maybe a little rainy from the news, but not knowing what exactly it looked like outside, And it's a trip because I felt that way a little this morning. Sometimes, you could feel a little uneasy. So how do I get myself up? How do I get myself? I've already prayed in the morning when I stretched, wake up, stretch, thank God for another day, all of that good stuff. But I'm still was feeling a little, I don't know, not right, not in this right space. So, when I feel that way, now I recognize, you can believe how you want to believe, but now I recognize the devil trying to throw a wrench in my day, in my routine. Can we have that? No. You need to remind yourself that you are blessed. You need to remind yourself that you are a child of God. You are light. You are divine. You are great. You are fantastic. You are self-healing. You are all of that. All of the above. And nothing can take away or dim your light. So I moved on and put on some things that I like to do in the morning. I like to listen to some affirmations. things like that. I like to listen to, a few couple gospel songs, things like that. Things to let me know that there are so many things that are out of my control, out of my element. Breathe and let go. Sometimes you need to breathe twice, for real. But let it go. Let it go. You are not in control of all the stuff around you, even though we try to be. Life is crazy that way. So today is just one of those days where I get to just talk to you, and with no particular subject in mind, but let you know that, I have a hard time getting up too sometimes. And I have to realign myself with my faith. I have to realign myself with my light, and just continue to look and search for the brighter part of things. Look for the grace or the love inside everything that's surrounding me. That's what you're in control of. You don't have to allow the negativity in. You don't have to allow the devil in. You can let the devil know, hey, I'm blessed. Breathe. God got me today. He gonna carry me through this one. But some of this. I tend to be more grateful today because I was actually, as I'm making my breakfast and I'm, listening to my gospel or listening to my affirmations or, just in my zone, letting the kids do what they do. Because lots of times me getting the kids up involves a lot of my attention, even though I know they know what to do. Get up, brush your teeth, da-da-da. You know what? For the most part, I wash my hands of it. Why? Because they big enough to know the things they have to do. And if they don't do them, well, I guess they're going to go to school like that. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm not with it. So, but some of the things as I'm listening, going back to what I was saying, going back when I'm sitting there listening to my affirmation, my gospel, and I got some real good text messages and inboxes from people yesterday. It was a great day, and I had to go back and reflect on some of those things because some very the wording maybe really touched me. Letting me know that they're listening to my podcast, letting me know that my words are inspiring and aspiring. Them taking a look at themselves and reflecting upon themselves. I actually posted something the other day on my social media, and I put, what did it say? It said, it was a man looking in the mirror, a broken mirror, and it said something to the effect of, don't be, what did it say? Don't be broken. You're not the broken reflection of your perception. You're something like that. You don't perceive yourself as to be broken. So when I read some of these friends, family, I just call them all family. Hell, fuck it. Everybody family. Letting me know that their words were inspiring to them. my words were inspiring to them, or made them reflect on who they were and who they strive to be, was really, really heartfelt. It came from a real place. And they didn't just throw it out there to me just like on social media or nothing. It was a personal inbox, a personal text message. And I got that from multiple people yesterday. Or just somebody giving me a round of applause for my honesty and insight was really, really nice to hear. And I want to thank those people seriously. For those who inbox me, I'm speaking to you. I won't say names just for the simple fact that everybody don't like their name thrown out there, so I'll just kind of keep it at that. But it was definitely multiple people, and if you're listening today, you know who you are because you reached out to me yesterday, so thank you for that. But there's just so many things to be grateful for, especially if you're me, which I'm talking to you, and some of the things that I'm so grateful for, and I can't be more grateful than, besides God and besides myself, of course, because you got to put yourself first, right? My wife, man, I can't speak upon my wife enough. And I know what I'm going through. But I can't fathom the shoe being on the other foot, watching your best friend suffer or cry. Those shoes are hard to feel hard to understand because, you're looking at someone that is hurting and that is suffering, and you can't do nothing about it, being their best friend. You can't fix it. My wife is a giver, a natural nurturer. This is what she does. But to put myself in her shoes, it would be hard for me to watch my wife suffer the way, or I won't say I'm suffering because I've gotten away from that dark cloud, but just to watch your significant other go through something like fighting cancer. Okay, probably better to put it that way. I can't, this goes out to my wife. Baby, I love you. I love you. I'm in love with you. I'm so in love with you. And not because I'm sick. No. I've been that way since the day I met you. I love you every day. But even going through this just gives me more love for you. So I want to thank you for being there for me every day. Being an encouragement, a rock, looking after me with my nutrition, my juices, doing research for me and things like that. I thank you. So all of these things, help me throughout the day. And I don't even know if my kids even know it. And they probably do, but they probably brush it off because they're kids. You know what I mean? That's just a lot of the nature, move on to the next, whatever, where's my phone? Or where's my iPad? Or where's my, you know what I mean? Or where's the next game? Okay, I'm done. What are we going to do? You know what I mean? Like, that's how they go. And for those who have kids, you know what I'm talking about. But just watching them wake up in the morning or seeing them, even though I might have my headphones on and I'm doing my thing and I'm listening to my affirmations and gospel, whatever, I see them wake up, it puts a smile on my face to know that, I'm able to say thank God for the wake up again for them. You know, and 9 times out of 10, I'll give them a hug in the morning or a kiss in the morning, or I'll see them out to school and things like that. These things fuel my happiness in the morning. Because not only do I have to get myself in a position to receive my joy for the day, they fuel it. You know, it's like going to the gas station every day and putting some gas in your car because you know you got a long road ahead of you for the day. Well, I got a long road ahead of me every day, every second of the day. And all these little things, all these little emails and texts and hugs and watching you wake up and seeing the smile on your face, or giving you a hug, or giving you a kiss, or giving my wife a kiss goodbye before I leave off to work or go drop off the kids or whatever. All of these things fill up my tank to get me through the day. Do you notice the little things in your day that give you fuel? What fills up your tank? Are you filling up your tank with other things that bring your mood, your spirit, your light down? Hey, I know we're human and little things happen. You know, little things happen to where you're like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? Or your car cuts you off and you flip them off and the motherfucker, pardon my French. You know? But for me, even after I did that and had that moment, I got to reel myself in. Dude, calm down. Don't follow them. Don't scare the living. Don't scare them. You know what I mean? Dude, calm down. What are you getting mad about? You know what I mean? That person could have just simply made a mistake and didn't see you when he pulled out or whatever. I know I've done it to somebody, right? And I think that's what a lot of this does, is you got to put the shoe on the other foot, you know, and say, hey, I've done that before too. I've cut somebody off. I messed up and pulled out into the middle of the street when I wasn't supposed to. My bad. I mistimed that car, how fast they were going. I looked down at my phone and forgot to step on the gas when the light turned green. You know what I mean? And that person behind you honks, so you roll down your window, you flip them off. You know what I mean? But you've been that person that honked at somebody for me when they did whatever they had to do. So you gotta really understand the devil and how they're working on you, how he's working on you. Just like God's working on you, the devil's working on you too. What's fueling you? What's filling up your tank? How do you choose to drive your car? Are you going to drive your car recklessly? Or are you going to enjoy the scenery around you as you drive with some great music on, bobbing your head and dancing as you get to where you got to go? They fuel me in the morning, and my music throughout the day fuels the rest of my day, you know, but as they get me going, I bring that to work, and I make sure that my interaction with people, because I am in customer service, you know what I mean? That I make sure to give that to people. Maybe I could change their day. Maybe I could help refuel their day with some goodness, with some happy, with some joy. Maybe they need a little shot of fuel injection. Maybe I'm their fuel injection. Fuel injection cleaner. Put it that way. So today is one of those days where I just get to talk because sometimes, even though I might have a particular subject that I might want to talk about, but today is just really about, hey, today it was a little of a slow start for me this morning. And I'm pretty sure we all have a slow start sometimes. Maybe your gas was running out, you know what I mean? And I needed something just a little bit extra. I had to look at things a little bit with a bigger lens to just remind myself why I love being me, why I love being a father, why I love being a husband, why I love being a brother, why I love being a cousin, an uncle, all of that. There's not very many people, if any at all, that I could say, hey, I despise that person. I used to say something like that, but I choose not to have those words anymore because I'm not in that place anymore. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. I don't love you any less. Sometimes we have the perception of things, but, we all know it takes two. And I'm not planning, I'm not the second one. I'm going to love you regardless. I'm going to be there for you regardless. You call me, you holler at me, I'm going to be there. If I can. And if I can't, I will let you know, hey, I can't be there. Honesty, transparency. Anyways, life is good. And being above this dirt, I get a second chance at just continue to try to be better, a better version of myself, constantly looking in the mirror. What can I do to improve who I am, how I treat people? And sometimes, the old you comes out. That's human nature. But how do you bounce back from it? How do you get yourself out of that place and be like, oh, Lewis, that wasn't you. Come back. So-and-so, that wasn't you. Come back. Breathe. Always comes back to my breathing. So, just food for thought. I know I'm not the only one out there that has, the ups and downs in a day, or to wake up in a weird little funk and really can't put their finger on it, But God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Period, point blank. For those that don't know, on another note, for those that don't know, as I continue to go here and wrap this up, that don't know, I have a GoFundMe going on right now. Feel free to tap in. Definitely need some help. Especially now going on my second bid with stage 4 cancer. It just hasn't been easy in a financial, aspect. So if you have or can help, donate, you can find me on GoFundMe. Bills continue to pile up. My name is Lewis. You can find me probably under my name or under my email. Cancer, My Journey, My Way. Has my story there, has my profile, all that stuff, my picture. Go for it, Drop $1. Anything to help, I promise you. For those who are continuing to listen to me and my podcast, I truly, truly am grateful. Also for the women that have started to listen to my podcast. Because this podcast isn't meant for just the male demographic. This podcast is made for everybody. I don't choose to single any one person out. Cancer affects everybody, and it affects everybody's mentality a little bit different. And hopefully I could boost your mentality by my conversation with you. But to see my numbers go from 10% women, 90% men following this podcast to now almost neck and neck. Now I have a 38% audience of women. I like that. And now my age brackets as well I have pretty much like a three-way tie right now between my early 20s, mid 20s, 30s, and 40s. Actually, four-way tie, something like that. So we're broke up in quarters right now, right around there. And that's amazing to me to know that I'm hitting all these different age groups because people want to know earlier about cancer or just have some daily affirmations of how to get through a day or something like that, or what I do, and if I'm an inspiration, cool, so be it. So thank you for those women out there that have, turned some of my analytics around. I appreciate you. And just thank you to everybody listening. Again, if you want to go ahead and submit your request for interview, please do so. Cancer My Journey My Way at gmail.com. Please do that. You can find me on Twitter at Cancer My Journey. You can find me on Instagram, Cancer_My Journey My Way. You can find me on Facebook, Cancer My Journey My Way. Handle that. You'll find me on YouTube really soon, bringing you some visuals of my audience or my interviewees. Some of my interviewees, those who like to be filmed, some don't. So it is what it is. But thank you for everything, for all your help. I really, 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 truly appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Peace. One.